Good morning, happy Sunday. I'm talking about emotional intelligence. Now, I wasn't going to do this live. I literally just got out of bed, like a complete mess. But I felt compelled because I lost my real dad yesterday, 17 years ago, 2003, and he had put up this 10-year battle against multiple myeloma. And a good number of those years were really good for him. And it was only the last, I suppose, 2 years, 3 years where things were, a bit more in the balance. He was given 3 years by the doctors, and I'm sure it was his indomitable spirit that kept him going for those 10 years. What goes up here makes such a massive difference to our physical health and our outlook on life and our ability to turn misfortune into something more beneficial. And Dad spent his time, we made memories, we went out lots, we did lots of things together. It was amazing. The reason for me saying this is because I was just on my Insta stories chatting about my brother-in-law and my stepdad, and it was becoming far too long, so I thought I was just going to jump on live and share some emotionally intelligent stuff about I think a lot of us could make some improvements on. So when my dad was diagnosed with his cancer, my stepdad had always respected him so much. My mum and dad split up for whatever their reasons were. It was pretty amicable, actually. But whether it's amicable or not, when the new person steps into that relationship, so my stepdad stepping into my dad's shoes, as it were, there was so much mutual respect between the two of them. It was phenomenal. And it was an amazing thing to see, because I think so many of us, you end a relationship and then, the girlfriend or the boyfriend or the partner who steps into the shoes of the previous person is going, you don't like them. Why? What's the point? That relationship has ended. There is nothing to be gained by nitpicking or throwing metaphorical acid at the person whose shoes you're filling or whose place you are filling. Of course, you're going to be filling those shoes in your own style, but why waste energy on being negative and nitpicky and jealous? I see so many times when relationships falling apart and the new girlfriend steps in, or the new boyfriend, or whoever it is, and they're jealous and they're nitpicky of the person they've sort of replaced. Why? It's emotionally unintelligent. The only person that actually ends up hurting is you, the individual who's being jealous. Jealousy is a really destructive emotion, and it's often born from a lack of self-esteem or a lack of self-confidence. If we could all, you don't need to love the previous partner, because you're the ally of the person that you've fallen in love with. But you don't need to hate them or even waste your energy worrying about what they're doing in their life. Why? What's the point? Embrace them. And when you do that, it's amazing how the relationship can then flourish. So my stepdad became executor to my real will, and when I walked down the aisle to get married, they both walked down the aisle. My stepdad's been in my life. He married my mum when I was 14. He's been in my life since I was about 11, I think. My mum and dad split up when I was 9, I think. And it was, for us as kids, having the benefit of those two men who mutually respected each other. I cannot tell you the value of it. It was just phenomenal, and what a role model for them both, for us. And it's something that I've carried down to my kids. And you can't always control, you can't control what other people do. Simple. All you can do is control your own thoughts. And if you've been in a relationship with someone and that marriage falls apart, and then the new person steps in and they're being nitpicky, you can't do anything about that. All you can do is raise your energy and kind of drown them with love. That's my tactic anyway. Because the funny thing is, I'm talking about emotional intelligence. if they're that sort of person that really wants to be jealous and nitpicky, it's going to really piss them off if you drown them with love, because you're not stooping to their level. So it's kind of like, it's a double win. You kind of can't lose. Not that it's a winning-losing game, but you know, there are certain times when you just think, I'm just going to be really nice and just go on your merry way. So anyway, I just want to share that with you. It was far too long to put in an Instagram story. It would look like I made frame after frame after frame after frame. And you know, if you start this live and you're not interested in relationships or how people manage with death and that sort of stuff, this won't be for you. But I just hope that if somebody, hey Pumi, lovely to see you. Hey Duncan, lovely to see you. Is this your day off, Duncan? I know Duncan has this amazing bakery, and he's up at like just crazy hours every day. So maybe you've not gone to bed yet. Maybe you've got your day off. Anyhow, it's great to see you guys. Pumi, it's lovely to see you. You two have got to be the new Mr. and Mrs. Bond. Honestly, you just phenomenal. Definitely you guys. You and your hubby, Mr. and Mrs. Bond. So yes, that was it basically. Just to sort of give you a little bit of, hopefully, tactical emotional intelligence tips. Yeah, let me know what you think. I do think all you can do is shower with love and elevate your own energy, because it has such a massive positive impact on those little eyes that are watching you and your friends around you. If they see you navigating a marriage breakdown or a new partnership with emotional intelligence, you never know what might rub off on them too. We all need to be a bit nicer to each other. The world has gone crazy. Literally, the world has. I just think it's gone. Before COVID, I was kind of like joking of the zombie apocalypse until I realised actually this is really, really serious. But it is like now we've had the zombie apocalypse because there's people, they don't seem to be following societal norms. It's just a dog eat dog out there. So I think for the few of us that don't want to eat our dogs, let's try and keep that vibration high, and have a wonderful Sunday, friends. And yes, Pumi, drown them with love, absolutely. So anyhow, that's it. I'm going to go stretch workout today and pour a very large cup of coffee. So I hope you have a great one, and remember, keep spreading the love.